Okay, everybody, good morning. It's Monday morning. We're approaching Memphis, Tennessee on 40 East, about to cross the Mississippi River. I've got this load of Zorba I picked up at Oakley Recycling Friday morning. Delivers, I've got a 9:30 appointment in Jackson, Tennessee, to a place I've been 3 or 4 times already. It's that place, if you've watched my past videos, I think it's called Most Incorporated, and they melt down this Zorba and make engine blocks there at an adjacent facility for Toyota. So I picked this load up Friday morning after delivering to Oakley Recycling, which was sweet. You know, made a delivery, went around the building again, scaled in, got reloaded, and went and parked the truck and trailer at the Oakley, North Little Rock yard and went home. Had a nice weekend break. Most of Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Because from North Little Rock to Jackson, Tennessee, it's about 3 hours and say 40 minutes, depending on traffic. Right now it's about 7:30. The sun is shining bright, as you can see. It's a cool 40 degrees. You know, yesterday I was parked there at the North Little Rock yard, and I met a guy named Robert who was parked right beside me. He's been driving a truck a long time, but he had just bought himself a new Kenworth. Nice, pretty blue color. And I think he said he was only on his second or third load in it. Just got it like a week or so ago. So that's exciting. All right, just giving you a view of Memphis, Tennessee. Basically gonna just stay on I-40 East and then hop off just a bit west of Jackson and then go a little bit south, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 miles south to make this delivery. Don't know where I'm going afterwards. Sometimes I go straight into Jackson to a Gerdau plant, but you never know. You know, last week I picked up, or a couple of weeks ago, I picked up a load in Dixon, Tennessee. Some scrap aluminum product. Heck, I've even delivered over here before and gone straight back to North Little Rock. So, you just never know. Well, anyway, there's a little morning Memphis footage for you. All right, folks, we just turned onto James Lawrence Road, headed down this little road for a little less than a mile to the Most Incorporated facility, where I'm going to make this delivery. About 8:55, I have a 9:30 appointment. I've been here several times, but it's been a few weeks. It's usually a pretty quick unload. Alright, so they've got a Toyota facility just here to the right. Like I mentioned, they make engine blocks over here. They got all the cherry blossom trees out here blooming. I think that's what that is. So what I'm going to do is they've got a little spot here off the road where you can pull over, and a bunch of signage. You can check in by phone or CB, and then when he's ready for you, he'll call you in to get on the scale. You can see there's a couple of trucks down there. Might be unloaded, or they might be waiting to get in. But CB channel 4, it says. All right, so let me get checked in. All right, folks, so I've been sitting here about 15 minutes maybe. Got my tarp rolled back, got my mud flaps put away, and the scale master just called and said to get on the scale. So let's do that. That Oakley truck that was parked up ahead there to the left has already been called in and is backing in to dump at the moment. And another Oakley truck had come out. So I think they set their appointments here, you know, like every half hour. At least that's the way it seems to work. And you can see they have signs here. Do not pull onto scales until directed to do so. And you got to have your appointment number, which is on your bill of lading. When you contact the scale house, he'll ask you for that and your trailer number. So basically we're going to pull on the scale. He'll acknowledge that he's got our weight, and then he'll have us pull up there to the left by that green awning, and you take your paperwork inside, and then wait for the truck that's back there getting unloaded to come out. Then you can go in and unload. You back into the warehouse there, and then get back on the scale. He'll probably say something here in a few seconds that he's got my weight. I'll let you hear. The digital display on the scale is not showing anything.
Have you scaled in?
All right, there's my acknowledgement over the radio. So, as I was saying, what you do now, pull off the scale and then pull up to this little stop sign here, park and wait till the other truck comes out so you can enter. And you got to take your paperwork inside and leave it with the scale guy, and then pick it up once you're empty. There's a sign there above that green awning that says scale office. So that's how it works. All right, we'll go in a minute. All right, folks, so there's the Oakley truck that just got unloaded coming out of the gate. So So I'll be going in. And they had a sign inside the scale office that said no cameras without permission inside, so I don't have permission, so I guess I won't be getting any footage of inside. Come on, gate. Oh man. Oh well. I was going to show you some of the turn-in, but looks like the gate has decided to well, there we go. All right. So I'll at least give you a little footage of, maybe you can see where you back into. So here's the door to the right where we'll back into. Right there. And then the guy will tell you which, in front of which bay he wants you to unload in. So that's how it works. Okay folks, so I got that load delivered, just scaled out. Called dispatcher Joey, let him know I'm empty. He said give him a few minutes, he'd call me back with something. That's what we're doing. I was just going to show you, as you can see there, as I turn right out of the facility, there's a dead end little cul-de-sac down here. I don't have a seatbelt on. There we go. So I'm just going to pull down here and park for a minute, make a cup of coffee. Wait for Joey to tell me where to go. I was just talking to the unloader back there. He said they got a lot of trucks coming in this week from Oakley. I told him, I said, yeah. Sometimes I go straight back to where I got this product from in North Little Rock and reload. Sometimes I go across town here to the Gerdau plant, get a load going right back to North Little Rock, and then come back. So but you never know, you just never know. It's a pretty easy trip back and forth from here to North Little Rock, just almost completely, except for about 3 or 4 miles, you know, on I-40. Anyway, more later. All right, folks. Well, I was parked back there in the cul-de-sac for almost an hour and a half. Oh, must be a busy Monday morning trying to get loads assigned. So, after that long wait, I'm going back to Memphis to get a load of Zorba that goes back to All-Tech Recycling in North Little Rock. But the weird thing is, you know, there was a couple of other Oakley trucks that left after I got out of there. I don't know if they just went somewhere else to wait or if they already had a load assigned, but either way, they got on out of here. They had somewhere to go. But dispatcher Joey did tell me when we talked a few minutes ago that he asked me if I needed to be home this weekend, which, you know, my schedule is I like to get home every weekend, unless, I mean, occasionally I'll get away from that if I have, you know, just depends. But 9 times out of 10, you know, I'm home on the weekends, and I like it that way. But he said they had a bunch of loads out of probably the 3M plant there in Little Rock, hauling roofing granules up to Massachusetts, Boston, I think, or some city nearby. Because I know Robert, who you know, I've mentioned many times, he had a load a week or so ago going up there. So I told him, no, I'd rather skip that. Couple reasons. First, I don't want to go to Massachusetts. Second, I don't want to not get home for the weekend. And third, I hear a lot of guys saying that they end up having to wait at that place in Little Rock where you get roofing granules for hours and hours to get loaded. And you know, and you get detention pay, but I'm just really not into that. So I'm just gonna, let me turn that down. I'm gonna pass on that and hope they got something different. Yeah, I don't want to go up in the Northeast if I don't absolutely have to. It's just too much traffic up there. Too many big cities and too much traffic. Anyway, let's go to Memphis. Okay, folks. We're in Memphis. My shipper is supposed to be straight ahead down here somewhere. I see a bunch of scrap metal trucks. Oh, there's a sign that says Omni Source. I think that's the name on the work order. So let's get in here, and I've never been here, so get in here and see how it works. There's a sign that says scale straight ahead on the right. Whoa, man. Road work has not been on their agenda, I can tell you. Alright. It says CB channel 25. So, alright, I'll get back to you. Alright, folks, so I went into this little building on the right, per instructions over the CB.
Are we working about number?
She's still talking to people, checking in. So I went into this office over here, checked in, and she told me to come on around and get on the far scale. I was afraid I was messing up the line here because there's a big line of trucks, as you can see here to the left, but the sign back there said, you know, scale on the right. So she told me just to come on around and get on the opposite side scale. So I guess there's some sort of order here. Order of chaos. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. All right. So let's see if we can make this turn. It's like a big scrapyard. So they got 2 scales here. Here's a big pile of scrap. So I'm supposed to get on this left side scale, and then when I get a green light, go down there off the scale and make a hard left hook turn and come back this way and veer to the right. She said I'd see some orange cones and a conveyor belt, which I can see from here. and I think that's where I'll be getting loaded. So not too bad. I've already got my tarp rolled off. I wouldn't think I have to take my bows out, but I don't know that yet. A lot of trucks in and out of here though, that's for sure. Anyway, that's how it's gonna work. All right, getting off the scale. Had an empty weight of 31,340. That's with a half a tank of fuel. All right, per her instructions, supposed to make a U-turn here to the left. Giving you a good view of some scrap cars.
Transcendental, baby, do you have a radio?
What a pile of junk. All right, just giving you a look. You can see how busy it is, all the trucks coming in and out of here. So my instructions are, oh, where are you going, truck? Where are you going? Where are you going? Okay, well, I don't know what he's doing, but he's gonna make it hard for me to make my right turn here. Where are you going? Where are you going? Huh. Well, so anyway, I gotta make a right turn there where that truck was backing into. And I see a couple of piles of Zorba down here. And she said that's where I'd be getting loaded. So I guess I'll just I don't know. I don't see a loader. Alright, so I guess I just need to wait here until a loader comes out, because I'm not sure exactly where I need to be positioned, but there's two piles of Zorba there. I assume I'm getting something from one of those piles. More later. Okay guys, so I've been waiting here for probably over an hour, and the loader finally came, and he's put one scoop kind of in the front here out of this pile here, which is what I would call large Zorba. And then he there he is, he's coming. I think, you know, when a truck comes from back there and has to get around, the loader has to move, you know, there's just not enough room. So yeah, so there he is right there. I'll try to show you a scoop, but you've seen this before. They've got a big operation back here, lots of piles of Zorba, and you can see their big machinery back there which sorts all this stuff. So I told him let's start with 23 tons. He said he can tell how much he's putting in, and I'll watch my gauges and we'll see how it goes. I bet he's going to want me to back up some. later on in the loading, but just giving you a shot here. So we put one in the front and one in the back. I would say that each bucket has weighed about 4,000 pounds at this point. But all right, that's how it works. Woo! All right, folks, I'm finally done with this place. See if we can get out of here. I tell you, this is a busy place, man. Trucks. A lot of trucks in and out of there, and not enough room for them. After I got loaded, they had me drive on back around to try to find a place to turn around, and there was so many trucks back there, I couldn't turn around. So I ended up just backing all the way out of there to where I could turn back on the scale. Not fun. Not one of my favorite places I've ever visited, I'll tell you that. But luckily, you know, the loader who had scales on his front end loader, he still wanted to put about almost a whole bucket more on my trailer. And I told him, I said, look, according to my gauges, I'm about done, you know. So I had him shake out roughly 1,000 pounds onto the rear of the trailer. And according to my scales, that was it. And I'm glad I did, because if I'd have let him just do it, he'd have had me over probably 3,000 pounds. Because once I got on the scale, I think I weighed a little over 79,000. So, yeah, we're good. We couldn't have handled much more at all. So anyway, I won't be able to deliver this. You know, it took me, I was here for, let's see, I wrote it down when I got here. 12:40, 22:40, 2.5 hours. And the place I'm delivering to only receives in North Little Rock until 3 p.m., maybe 3:30. So there's no way I can get it there today. So it'll be first thing in the morning. I think they start at 7 or 7:30. Maybe I'll get a load out of there again so I can just deliver and pick up a load. That'd be cool. All right, so let's see. This is a tight turn out of this little street. I tell you, this street is not good for the amount of trucks that come in here. I'll tell you, not at all. Oh no. I gotta get out of here, man. Okay, they're gonna pull up so I can turn. Very good, very good. Oh, or she's gonna go down to the next block. Even better. Oh yes, good old Memphis. Here we go. This is not a part of Memphis that I have frequented very often, to get freight anyway. In fact, I haven't gotten a lot of freight from Memphis, period. Either for Oakley or Maverick. I mean, there is a place kind of on the south side of town where I delivered to, and there's a roofing shingle place around here somewhere that I picked up a load at one time for Maverick. Other than that, and I delivered to West Memphis, and then up the road about an hour and a half, there's a lot of steel industry up in Osceola and Blytheville. Trying to adjust my mirror here. All right. right, well anyway, that was not a fun place, but you know, next time if I come there, I'll know a little better how it works. And you know, once he loaded my trailer, I had a couple of piles there where the Zorba was up above my bows. So I had to climb up there and kind of kick it down, you know, so it wouldn't rip my tarps up. And they don't like you doing that on their property. They want you to wait till you get out on the busy street. Anyway, I got about a mile here before I get back on I-40 West, so we'll see you on down the road somewhere.